Hello everyone, this is N00byTourny here, and I'm here with game 2 of Maulwurf vs. Comlock. Casting this for me has actually been really delayed, but I'm still gonna upload the videos at the same time, the whole series at the same time. But casting for me, this is actually, game 2 was casted like 2 days later. I think the first game was casted the same day as the previous series, yeah it was, and this is 2 days later that I cast this game. So, yeah, I don't remember. Oh yeah, right. Comlock beat Maulwurf with when he destroyed that natural expansion. I don't remember now. So we're gonna see game 2 in this. Oh, we do have, what's that? 7 pool, right? Yeah, 7 pool from Maulwurf right here. I do like a little bit. I thought I fixed everything, but it seems like I haven't. Oh, I got space to busy. Be right back. And who is busy, right? Right. Yeah, we do have the probe here. Gonna check out this. Gonna see it. It probably needs to do something about this. The pylon placement here is gonna hit him quite hard here, because he's not gonna be able to do so much when Maulwurf is doing this kind of thing. He could, yeah, he just cancel that, get 6 links out, be at full supply, be a-okay. He will do a lot of aggression here early on, and Comlock is actually going for Forge. I don't think this is gonna be done in time. I think he needs to drop a pylon in his base right now if he wants to be able to hold this off. He needs a pylon here, so as soon as it's done he can make a cannon. But then he will be able to hold this off. That's the only thing he needs. Looks like Maulwurf doesn't want to commit to this, except that it's 7 pool, but he's just gonna drone behind this. He's behind by 7 now, but he's just gonna try to increase that. He shouldn't, Comlock shouldn't build the cannoneer. This is something that you'll get from experience. You won't place the cannon here, you need to place your pylon in the mineral line to be able to save your workers. He's building a second pylon here, and he's still gonna get supply block because he still needs to get another one. And Maulwurf doing some really good micro here with the Zerglings. And he didn't pull all his probes. If you're gonna fight against Zerglings like this, you gotta pull all the probes, or at least enough to kill them, if you're completely sure what you're doing. This is gonna mean that it's gonna be, Maulwurf is gonna be ahead by 1 harvester right now, and he's gonna be able to grab his expansion. Everything is looking great for Maulwurf. I think Comlock just needs to get up. Since he didn't see any reinforcements coming now, his cannon is gonna be safe, so he can just keep probing and just keep on with his build as normal. Just keep chrono boosting out probes, and needs to get an expansion. Now that Maulwurf realizes he's 1 game down, he says, okay, I'm gonna go for a 7 pool here just to try to get back in the series. And he does that, and now it's a stable ground here to go far in this game, because he's quite ahead right now, and when Zerg is this ahead this early in the game, it can be quite hard for Protoss to get back in it. Maulwurf is gonna see the probe come in here, but I don't think, maybe he's not looking. Looks like Comlock just wanted to see that he's got an expansion up. Then he should realize that he should get his expansion as soon as possible. Although it looks like he's going to stop an escort before Nexus also. So this aggression here early on has really put him off his build, because now Comlock is, or Maulwurf is going to have even more of an advantage in economy too. He's heading with 10 supply, and but the harvesters are still even. But that means he has a lot more army. We can look here in the army supply. Maulwurf has 6 army supply, and that's in 4 Zerglings and a queen. And did you see that glitch again? When the spine crawlers are really small, they start glitching out they start moving so fast. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe it's my settings or StarCraft patch or whatever. But something is bugged. I just know it. When spires and spine crawlers or spore crawlers in a small building like that are really small, just started building, they always do that for me. I don't know why, but that's the way it's are. Looks like Comlock only has 2 probes on each gas, although only 1 here. Yeah, 2 on each now. Gonna be able to get a bit of a lot of gas without overcommitting to the gas. You know, gas is not the best unit in the game, or the best resource in the game. It's like kinda, you don't get it really. You don't really get gas, you know. Or a very early transfer here by Comlock. I don't know why, because he could mine here and do it more effectively. Because it's not oversaturated yet here, so I don't know why he would long distance mine. He perhaps feels a little bit behind after that earlier rise. Gonna get out 2 sentries before anything else. No, no unit queued up after that. Should see 3 on this simulator soon too. Just because. +1 coming up here for Comlock. Warp gate done. Can just transform this gateway right now. Should have had his extra gateways by now, but as I said, probably got quite freaked out by that 7 pool, so he's still suffering from that, I think. I think actually this can be quite bad for Comlock, because he's been suffering from this 7 pool all the time here. He hasn't really recovered from it. It still looks like he doesn't have a lot of stuff here. Because Protoss isn't like Surge, you can just sit back and macro and do nothing for super long and then make the units. But Protoss doesn't work that way. They need to make a lot of units always. They always need to make units. Or not like always, but their army increases over time. So you can just spawn in a bunch at a time, and before that just drone. Just like we're seeing Maulwurf do here. If we look at the units, it's 57 to 37 in workers. 38 now for Comlock. 10 more coming up here from Maulwurf. 11 now. +1/+1 for range for Maulwurf, and +1 attack is just about to finish for Comlock. Looks like Comlock is supply block, just cleared that with that pylon. Got another pylon here coming up, so he doesn't get too heavily supply blocked. Observer heading out here, checking what he can see. Just starting to get the gas on the 3rd base here for Maulwurf. In the income we see that Maulwurf is about twice as much mineral income and a little bit and 100 more in gas. So Maulwurf still has a huge advantage since the 7 pool, and 16 roaches coming up. And +1/+1 for range is finished. And this observer is very happy that he didn't die from that queen, because that would have been very sad if he died there. We do see a little bit of a supply block here from Maulwurf. Perhaps one of these killed an over here because there's a changeling there. Just checking out what you can see. Perhaps seeing almost everything, and that's not so much yet. We do have soon to be 6 gates and a robo here from Comlock. He does realize he's still quite set back from the 7 pool. As he said, it was a quite good 7 pool and he needed a cannon in his mineral line and just not to defend this part. Taking out the pylon is going to unpower this cannon too. Quite sad, but he's going to fix that quite fast. And 3 overseers coming up here, 4 even. Perhaps he's worried about some kind of DTRS or something. Or maybe close banshees. Wrapped up. We do see a little bit of a push here. 10 sentries, 7 stalkers and 2 immortals coming out here for Comlock. It could actually do a lot of damage against this, but more roach is reinforcing, and I don't think it's gonna look like it. But if he has perfect force fields, he could actually do something good out of this. Changeling, just checking out what the army looks like, and we do have an upgrade advantage here for Maulwurf, so if the force fields aren't perfect, this is going to be real good for Maulwurf. Quite good force fields, forcing the roaches to go back. Gonna be able. That is a really nice force field wall. Some small little holes to lure units into, but that is a really nice hide by Maulwurf. But force fields are so good, and it keeps most of the army out of its way, so you can just stand here and let the immortals do a ton of damage against the roaches. Force fields running out. The next round of force fields are not as good. All the units are gonna get in on the army and just gonna be able to hug it to death. And this is not looking good for Comlock. A lot of units here with +2 finish, so Maulwurf doing much more damage than Comlock in this position. If you do wonder why the sound quality is so awesome, I turned sound quality up to like the highest and sound channels to 128, but just because I have like the best sound card there is. So I always provide good sound in my cast at least, but my microphone sucks. Just Maulwurf going in here, just owning all of these units here, and nothing to defend this third. Or natural even. Oh, he didn't even take a third. So yeah, that's game 2 of Comlock versus Maulwurf, and I'm gonna go ahead and cast game 3 of this series, and so yeah, then I'm gonna render and upload. See you guys next time.